We've just got an update on the van. I'll let Ian talk you through it.
Yeah, so there was a little line, it looks like it's been rubbed through and has lost its gas, so we've just got a notification that the van is ready to collect, so which is fantastic. We'll have our air conditioning back, which is good.
Thankfully an easy fix and not a full replacement, which is good.
Yes, oh yeah, 100%. So now we're just going to duck up to the caravan park and see if they happen to have any vacancies just for a couple of days. We are checked in there from this Sunday, just to see if we might be able to get in a day or two earlier. We can
See
only
how we
ask.
go.
Yeah.
It is coming up to school holidays, so anyway, we'll keep you posted. Well, I just checked at the caravan park and they can get us in from tomorrow, so we're going to head back to the the race course,
Yep,
free
cool.
camping, and just stay there. But at least from tomorrow onwards we'll have air conditioning, so we're very grateful that they could help us out given that it's the school holidays starting tomorrow. So yeah, all good news so far.
This is the little estuary just below the caravan park. Been down here for a fish a couple of times. Very tidal. Plenty of mangroves on the other side. It does meander up about 1 kilometre or so. And down to the main estuary mouth there is a pretty pool. Nice little public swimming area. Just a view from one of the top of the little sand dunes. Heading back out to the estuary mouth. The tide is starting to push in. It's about 7:45 of the morning. Coming in across the flats. And just there's the caravan park. With that little estuary behind, so they're nice. Just where it cuts through the sand, the little estuary, and runs back out to the ocean. Water is absolutely beautiful. Nice soft sand. And is out and waiting. Certainly a difference between Broom's flats, which are basically like a grey coloured mud clay, yeah, to the sand flats up here, which are literally sand flats. So this whole sand flat, as I said, the tide's slowly coming in, but this all ends up with about 2 metres of water over it. With every little wave that pushes in, that water just keeps rolling in. That's the tide coming in. It moves pretty quick. Righto, this little viewing platform up the top here. That's where we've basically just been out and walked out to. That's the edge of the water. Like I said, tide is coming in, and that'll push right up to this edge here. We can see a sort of scum line, so it does move in a long way. It's that little viewing platform. You can watch the moon rise here and watch the stairways to the moon. But the tide's got to be right for it to make it all work. So
Clarify, it's staircase from the moon. Staircase to the moon.
Staircase to the moon. Or you could be going to, you could be coming from. You might be an alien.
Well, it depends whether you're going up or down, I suppose.
Yeah. But a beautiful spot nonetheless.
Hi everyone.
Good afternoon. We're in Port Hedland main wharf area, I suppose.
Yeah.
We're going to do a couple of videos just of some of the
Show you the highlights of Port Hedland,
highlights.
because it gets a bit of a bashing about what a crappy place it is and there's
Yeah.
nothing to see, but we've found that there's quite a bit of really nice stuff here, so we just we'll do a few videos and just show everyone around. So, but if you do come this way, spend a couple of days and check it out, because it is worth it.
Certainly is. So just behind us there is a war memorial sort of over the back there. The wall's built out of iron ore. There's 48 tonnes there, which have all been built up by the donator public with their time. It did take them about 9 months to build all, so it's just all volunteer work they've done, but yeah, that's pretty interesting to have a look at. Dedicated to the people who lost their lives at the war, World War I, II, the Vietnam War, the Anzacs, Gallipoli, everything. So,
Afghanistan.
no, pretty
Yeah.
good. Bit of literature down on the plaques and stuff to have a look at as well. So
Yeah, but we're just going to go for a walk now and just show you a bit what's on offer, I guess.
yeah, check out some of these big
And
boats.
take Banjo for a walk, because
Yeah.
he's busting
bit of
his little
stretch.
boiler.
Yeah. Okay, join in. There's also a bit of literature sort of sprawled along here. That's got a bit of a debate over.
Just about the BHP mining in the area, which is huge.
So when it was established and what upgrades have taken place as the port grew, and I suppose Port Hedland grew in numbers of population. Just another little board with some interesting
Information.
facts to have a look over.
Largest gold producer in the Asia Pacific region.
There for a while. So there's some more placards here that just gives a bit of a history of what Port Hedland is, when it was established, port upgrades, the widening of the channel, the depth of the channel, the size of the boats it could then take. The interesting note here is that in 2010-2011, in excess of 199 million tonnes of ore was exported overseas. That's in 2010-11. Imagine what it is today. Righto, we're standing on the main Street jetty. A few boats loading. Iron ore being exported. A host of ship names and where they come from.
Can you see a bench?
And we're lucky enough that happens to be, there's actually one coming in.
This is just one of the parks. There's a lot actually. They're really good if you've got little kids. This one's Marapicarinia Park,
I
or
think that's how it's pronounced.
something along those lines.
Yes.
But yeah, it's pretty good.
It's all covered.
We've come here quite a few times.
Yeah, sat down here in the shade. On the other side over there's actually some shipping containers, and they open up little cafe shops, coffees, drinks. There's some toilets over there as well. So.
And they're very clean.
And they're very clean dunnies. Yes. That's a nice big bronze mate there, Mr. Crocodile.
Hums along, doesn't it?
Yeah, it pushes in pretty well.
This has been the highlight of Ian's trip, watching the ships come in.
I like big boats, I cannot lie. Pretty cool. And they turn them around up in the port a bit further so they can actually drive out. Pretty cool.
So this is the Dome. It's an actual restaurant, but it used to be a district medical officer's quarters back in the day. In 1936 actually it was, so.
Back in the long days.
But now it's been converted into a little cafe. We haven't actually been in there because I'm not sure if you're allowed to have dogs, but it's always got lots of people in there, apart from this afternoon, but it is Sunday afternoon.
It is.
This is the Black Rock Stakes wheelbarrow relay race. I don't know what you want to call it, but
Monument.
yeah, monument.
So I used to race wheelbarrows up and down the highways. It's fundraising.
In the 1970s it was,
Yeah.
and it went right through till
Officially ended in 2010 when OH&S took over and they couldn't jump on and off vehicles to push the wheelbarrow along.
because of all the road trains
Yeah.
and stuff with mining.
That was the other thing as well.
Yeah.
Having all the trucks run past, slowing things down. So yeah, a little bit of history in the centre of town.
It got very competitive apparently.
Yes. Observation tower for the airport or what? I'm not sure.
We don't know. We'd be winging it.
Say anything about that one, so we'll make that one up.
Yeah. And over here is a little cafe, but it's an actual train. It's
Yeah.
the Silver Star. Which we only discovered last week when we come for a walk, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. Something different, that's for sure.
So this is just a little parking behind the back of the Visitors Information Centre. There's a few weird and wonderful sculptures in here.
It's nice and shady too, it's good.
Very shady in here. The history down here, the old pier logs and gums and bits and pieces that some of the infrastructure is made out of as well. Yeah, nice little spot for rest and beautiful shade. So these are huge jarrah stumps, and there's a little post up here that says, "Once upon a time we were jarrah trees. From the south by the sea to the sea we came." Yada 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 yada.
To work,
To work, yes.
I can't read it.
The etching's a bit of a novelty to try and read through by the look of that.
Red, solid, land, climb and sea. It's probably not even, it is, that's what it says, but. What's wrong?
Pretty cool wrought iron work with the Rio bar to make up these, well, I don't know, sculptures or vases or whatever they, vases, vases. Whatever.
Plant holder?
Plant holder.
No, I don't know. It's another park though. That,
Another park just down a little bit further.
people can't complain that there's no parks here because there's plenty.
So this is Strike Park in recognition of the 1946 Pilbara strike. Nice little park. It's got some lovely wrought iron cutouts down along the edge there. On the opposite corner we have the Algetty House Museum. All premises.
Across the road is a Hedland Emporium and post office. It looks really small, right? It's bloody huge inside. They sell everything, even furniture.
Camping
fishing
supplies,
gear.
fishing,
Workwear.
school supplies, you name it. If you can't find it
Unreal.
somewhere else, come and have a look here.
But it's so deceiving because it looks so tiny, but it's bloody huge in there.
It is.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright.
Righto, this is the front of the Rio Tinto mine. As you can see, bloody big pile of salt there. And then just the bays back down on the left hand side where we come from. And they also go back over on the right hand side as well. They have their road trains run out of here. There's a couple parked over there with 3 trailers on them. When they're going, there's a road tray roll out of here about every 15 minutes. That just goes back down into Port Douglas, where they go back down to their main big port. The noise behind us is literally just the highway coming in. Main access point. This is one of the large salt bays. Salt bays of the Rio Tinto salt mine or minerals mine. It goes up there, I suppose it's about a K long, back up towards the road. Actually got the sun setting out there in the background as well, so it's very cool. Out there in the distance is the actual salt pile, which we'll get a bit of a closer one of. But all this gets exported overseas. So this great piece of artistry is known as the big fishhook. Made out of good old Australian steel. Lights up overnight, looks really cool. And road trains. There's plenty of them. There's more. And a few more. Never-ending supply. So this is one of the unloading facilities. Of a night time, it just looks like a sea of lights. So this is out on the Finucane Island Road. All those little lights that run back across there, the elevator that keeps travelling through of all the ore to the next sea of lights that are down there. So it's pretty cool. And I think there's 10 unloading facilities that are out here, all up, spread around for all the trains that come in. So, very cool. Righto, so we are at the lookout. And this is the water tower. A few different coloured lights around it. But it's also got communication dishes and repeaters and stuff up on top. The moon up on the left hand side there. That's pretty cool. Just looking back out. And back to the other side during the daytime, which we'll come back up and have a look, but where that picks up all those red and green lights flashing, that is out to the ocean, where all the boats are parked up.